Ladies, gentlemen, people, places, things, and everything in between. You are tuning in to Monday Night Moonwatch with your hosts,
Alexander
and Gabriel.
I still can't get the voice. It's crazy.
It takes a toll. It takes a toll. Welcome to Monday Night Moonwatch, episode 11.
Wow.
That's the next one after 10, the first of the double digits. Did we address...
You learn to count here.
Did we address that we were in the double digits last episode?
I think so. We said wow, episode 10.
We probably said wow. Welcome to episode 11. Okay. If you're here, it's because you like all things creative, participating in creativity, indulging, appreciating in creativity. I want to have a conversation about podcasts.
Ooh.
We were talking about it extensively before this.
Yeah.
I guess what we like from a podcast, we want this podcast to be. You mentioned that we have spoken about this before.
Well, yeah, I feel like we hinted at it. You know,
I think we talked about it.
Well, okay, when I say I mean we haven't really. I feel like we haven't gone in a full discussion about it.
Yeah, and I feel like I want to do it now because I think it's a good time to kind of reset and reflect after, especially Halloween.
Let's do it. Yeah,
because we leaned pretty heavy into
Episode 11,
skits.
baby.
We
Let's
slipped deep into skits.
We did, yeah,
and we made some stuff. But yeah, this is the casual podcast hangout. Creation creators updates. What are we watching? What are we enjoying? Today we're just talking about podcasts. Do you enjoy podcasts?
Yes, I enjoy podcasts. I just listen to it as background noise sometimes, but sometimes I just get full on into it. They're fun. I like it.
See, I like podcasts as like a main course thing.
Oh,
like in the background, I don't enjoy it as much. I will if I know I'm short on time, it happens where I'll just have the podcast in the background. Sometimes I'll have it on 1.5 speed, double speed. But I think I like the podcast. I want to sit down and give my attention to something. I think that's my breakaway.
I get that, yeah. So let me retract what I said real quick.
Oh, shoot.
no, because
that's the wrong answer.
Yeah, I know, but because I do enjoy podcasts.
Yeah.
Again, I don't listen to it just for background noise. I do listen to it because I am interested.
Yeah, and I don't think when you said background noise that you meant
just noise filler, not like that.
Yeah, I don't think that's but it's kind of something to fill your day, right?
Kind of, yeah.
To dress your time with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would like to sit down and watch podcasts, but sometimes they're long and I want to get into it, but then there's other things I want to do. So I don't know. I just feel like lately it's just weird with time and everything.
That's the tough part because I would love for this podcast to be something people stop, sit down, and give their time to. Yeah. But that is, people, not everyone can do that. I don't think most people can do that.
I agree.
We got to talk about how we can make this podcast stick and flourish no matter how people want to view it. Oh. We were talking a bit about figuring out a format, a focused format, something with direction. I still feel like that's important. I don't think it needs to be so scripted. I don't think we need to
Not that we have scripted.
Yeah, no, we're not scripting anything. But maybe bullet points or something.
I mean, I remember when we first started this, we did kind of do a bullet point format.
We did, but oh man, did you like it? I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
No. I mean, I liked the attempt. I don't like, I guess, the way we organized the bullet points. Maybe the stuff wasn't as specific enough for me to really grasp immediately. Okay.
So do you have a dream format that you could say right now, or is this still something you want to conceptualize?
See, I don't know. That's what I feel like we need to figure out. I know what I want to talk about. I mean, first I want to start getting more creative things rolling. Okay. So that we can talk about that stuff here. That'll be our creation creator
when that happens,
business.
That'll be amazing.
Is what we've been calling it.
Yeah.
I was cracking up that you had banter as actually a bullet point. Banter was a bullet point. It wasn't just a given thing that we were gonna have in between.
It felt natural. Felt okay.
It felt natural to put banter as a bullet point. Why not?
Strictly put him back. It's mandatory banner.
No, but I guess like for a format, I said direction. I think that's the best way to put it. Just kind of something to keep us recognizable as a show.
Okay.
Or like if somebody knows what they want, we might fulfill that, but it has to be clear that we are that thing.
Yeah.
So like they're like murder mystery podcasts is always memed as being like the popular genre. Conspiracy podcasts.
Well, they have it easy. They get to read off something. Yeah. They got something. They got it easy.
Man, that is
no disrespect to people doing that, because it is interesting. Like, someone has to tell those stories.
Yeah, and see, again, like the only podcast I can think of that they're really not reading too much off of is Make a 64. We always talk about them. We talked about them last episode.
We always talk about them.
We talked about them a lot before this recording right here too. But anyways, I like them a lot, and they're not scripted. They don't feel scripted if they are. Yeah, but I could easily point out like constants in their podcasts. Like, they're always checking in with like, oh, what movies did you see?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. They have a specific time, I guess, loosely, where they like start plugging things. They do like a theme song.
But with theirs, they go for a full hour, and it's an enjoyable full hour.
Yeah, I love it.
Like, man.
But do you think they're at an advantage though for having like 4 people usually?
I think so.
On an episode,
I think 4 people is a cool number to have on a podcast.
Yeah. I feel like with 4 people, I'd be overwhelmed.
Really?
I would probably shut down and just like just watch. I don't know how I can like bring myself to stay involved. I'd probably be as entertained as anyone watching.
The thing with 4 people or having people on a podcast is like people who are somewhat like-minded or just on the same level of having conversation.
Yeah,
they don't have to be like-minded, but just on the same level of like having conversation.
Exactly. I think if they're comfortable enough to sit together and be honest together.
Chemistry.
Yes, chemistry is important too.
So I'm like, let's get a guest on.
I do want to get guests on. I feel like we need a bigger space to accommodate guests.
No, we have them sit awkwardly right here.
I like the awkward idea. I did have an idea to awkwardly include someone.
Yes, you did. I like that.
Almost during the Halloween time, like we haven't had the time to really like do elaborate stuff yet. But then we've done all those intros for the Halloween episodes. But that shows, that we can execute something.
Yeah. But see, I would like to have time to execute it. Because again, now that we're doing a weekly podcast, we have a week to do something. And I feel like we kind of jumped into it where we didn't have that space of buffer.
Yeah, well, see, I actually think if we're gonna do a skit or anything extra, like just for example, December.
Yeah.
If we decide to do December skits, I'd like to be starting that now.
Okay.
And then when we get to December, we can just like show up, film, and then just the talking part. But skits will at least be far enough where it's easier and not as much as of a strain.
Yeah.
Because the Halloween episodes, we did the skits the same day we filmed the talking.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah.
How many skits did we do?
We did the intro skit.
The first one,
first episode, I mean.
like the transition.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, so the first one we did the skit for like the ending of that podcast.
Yep, that was with the Satan Tickler and the Night Vision, right?
Actually, that wasn't even the first episode of October.
No, that was before.
Wow. Anyway,
okay, and then after that,
done 2 skits, and then we did the witches slime.
No, then we did the previously on, which wasn't a skit. That was like cut together.
Okay, you're right. Yeah.
Previously on, blah blah blah, and then we fell into our seats. We didn't like film that on the day of, I guess.
11 episodes in, already forgetting.
Wait, that's 2. And then we did like the whole like sitcom intro. Is that correct?
Yeah, we kind of did a sitcom intro.
We didn't do an opening skit when you were was it Aquaman?
Aquaman, no.
And when I was wearing the fuzzy face?
No, when you're fuzzy face, was I Aquaman?
I can't remember.
Well, you know what, guys? Guess we got to watch this back.
We're just trying to remember the skits.
Yeah.
Anyways,
skits were done.
Yeah. So, if we made something like that as a regular part of our format, again, it'd be nice to be ahead of the game. we got a tip. We got advice. I don't know. So look at the camera and engage. That's very hard. For sure, for those past 5 minutes, at least I was not looking at the camera.
I was looking back and forth.
You were?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Hopefully that was...
Make sure to include...
Hopefully that was enough for the both of us, because I definitely
I'll make some good eye contact.
Spiraling on my own. Oh, my eyes burned. I blinked. Did you blink?
No, I did. You ever having a staring contest with me? You're welcome. Unless I beat you, then you're welcome.
Not everyone gets Dang.
Well,
but
yeah, but you know, speaking of that, I would like our podcast to be interactive.
What is that?
Like,
you know, interactive, like comments?
Yeah, like
we've been getting comments. We've been getting good comments.
Yeah, no, I feel like we've been getting really good comments.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you know, like just posing a question for the audience. You know, starting some conversation. Like, it's fun. It's cool to like you know, hear outside comments.
It is. It's like, motivating, and it
is.
Yeah, it is fun. That's super fun for me. Okay, well, say we do all this and then the podcast starts like blowing up. What is that benefit for creation creators?
Money! No, I'm kidding. No. Again, just more interaction and, you know, people who are into the creative space and, you know, maybe collaborations too.
That will be cool.
That'd be cool. Because again, like I feel like the whole reason for creation creators is storytelling.
Yeah.
You know,
and that, like, now that you, sorry, go on.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's right. Like storytelling, just like get a story out, reach out to other people who have a story and, you know, help with them and they can help us. Like just have chances and just, you know, tell some stories, man.
Yeah.
Like, no more big Hollywood budget things where everything turns out the same, kind of. I feel like, you know, lately movies have been pretty good.
You think so?
Like there's been hits.
You feel hopeful for?
Well, I feel like they've been better than last year. I can't remember any movies last year.
Me neither. We'll see. Honestly, we should make. Have you heard? I forget what it's called. It's a website. Letterbox.
No, what is it?
I don't remember. It's a website, social media thing where like you rate movies.
Okay.
Not TV shows. I think it's Letterbox. I don't remember. I downloaded it because I thought it would include TV shows, and I really was like feeling passionate about some stuff, but it doesn't. So I just forgot about it.
I was going to go on 10 right now, but yeah, carry on.
But we should make a profile that belongs to creation creators.
Okay.
And like, let's really keep track of the movies that we like.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're gonna score them on the app. If you and I disagree,
is our scores like public?
Yeah, it's a social media.
Okay, we are going to be the ones to please Hollywood.
Yes. Our account is going to be
the account.
The account.
So, Rotten Tomato, all right? We don't want your opinions.
Oh man, no, I think that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Being creative, Hollywood stuff, get better. You were saying earlier something that made me remember how I did imagine creation as being a hub. What did you say?
Oh no, just
about creative people like coming here and maybe collaborating. But yeah, there was a time where I imagined creation creators as a hub for creative people, and like, you know, to meet each other, to talk, to even like share, to contribute. Like, I don't know how we can do something where we create content that's made by contributing brains.
Okay.
You know, let's see. I don't know.
Well, we give them a platform. That's what I'm thinking, right?
Yes, for sure. That, I mean, that would be nice. I don't know what any of this means or what that would look like. This is just like concepts that I associated with creation creators from like early on. But we digress. We said digress in that one of the opening skits for Halloween.
Yeah, for the witch's slide.
Yeah, because I had a funny idea. It wasn't natural there. But for some character where they meet people.
Okay.
And so this character is meeting you as you're introducing yourself. When they feel like it's natural to move on or change topics, they'll tell you digress.
What? Why?
And in their head, they don't think it's like rude or anything. It's just something they heard. And they're pretty sure they figured out how to use the word. But just like,
okay.
It's just, I was like, hi, I'm blah, blah, blah. Oh, nice to meet you. I'm blah, blah, blah. Ah, you digress. I've heard so much. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'd be down like, just try that out. Just in a real life conversation, just try that out. Not you guys. I don't want you guys to get in trouble.
You digress.
Gosh dang,
man,
fun.
That cracked me up.
Yeah.
We got a lot of characters we want to make skits for.
Yes, we do.
I want to figure out how to start doing that too.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
I say let's just start writing.
Honestly, yeah, we have so much writing. I just actually backed up all of our stuff last night. Now that you mention it,
nice.
It's been a while since we've added to it, and I have not touched.
I have not touched at all in a while.
No, and
so what we're talking about is plans for creation creators.
Yeah, and actual stories. I think we've talked about like how in depth we've gotten into these stories on the side with like I guess you could call them production Bibles. We have like story breakdowns. We have character bios.
There's a lot of thought put in.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's all mapped out. It's all coming together. It's super fun for us.
Yeah, last year we were into it. Like we grinded with that.
Yeah, we filled it up. We filled that thing up, and I think it definitely slowed down because of the podcast.
Yeah, which it's not. This podcast is not a bad thing. It's just,
but it's brand new, and it's going to take a lot of our attention to figure out and get a hold of.
Right now, this is the baby.
This is the baby. The baby needs all the attention. Wait, did we say in this that you edited the last podcast?
Oh no, we said that in the scrap take.
In the scrap, we had a scrap take.
Yes,
I ran out of oxygen.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
I thought you were having a panic attack.
I'll be honest. No,
not panic, but like stress. Like you were just.
No, even right now, I feel like there's not enough oxygen in here for me. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll get.
We're gonna figure out our living conditions in here.
Please free us.
Yeah, but you edited the last podcast.
Yes,
that was your first time editing the podcast,
and first time I think editing anything, honestly.
And I think
like full on. I edited my Gundam video, which I still gotta make a second part 2.
But I think it's funny because in that episode, like as just what was natural, I don't think we were anticipating you editing that one specifically.
That was a quick.
But in that episode, you of course said like, "Oh yeah," like talking to me. You should put a picture or something, and then now that was you. You put that picture.
Yeah, so all my suggestions I could do on my own.
Yeah, did you do all your suggestions? It's hard. It's hard to find the time.
Yeah. Well, again, like I felt like I was a little overwhelmed at first editing, just because it's like I don't want to accidentally delete a whole video.
Oh, I know that was.
That's always like I feel like. A nerve striker right there. It's like you're going to mess up.
But let me just say,
you won't. You're fine. Just
if you accidentally did anything like that, and you let me know, I promise you, like,
okay,
I would only crack up.
Okay.
I would think it's the funniest thing. Like
that started to sound like a threat at first. If you ever,
like, think if that ever happens,
yeah. Oh man!
Like all that does is give us something to like laugh at on the next episode here. Like, okay, when I gave you my laptop.
Yes,
I was a little bit stressed.
Really,
I was a little bit anxious, a teeny bit. But it only took that same day that I handed it to you for me to get to the point of like, forget it. Whatever happens, happens.
Nice.
I'm down to see.
You know what?
I'm down to see what this becomes.
I like that mentality because I've been kind of rolling with that too. It's like, all right, this is going on. Let's see what happens. Let's make the best of it.
And I believed in you. Like I knew like it was going to be okay. It was just that initial anxiety of like, shoot, like something that's been in my control for 9 episodes is suddenly out of my control. I think that's I don't.
No.
I think it's natural.
It makes sense. Yeah, I'm not taking any offense to that. Yeah, because
that's all. I
was nervous too because it's like I haven't done it.
Yeah, and I told you call me if you need anything. Yeah, and then after that, I never called you.
You never called me for anything.
For
anything. And when I called you, you said
nothing.
You said not now, kid. Boom.
Wait, did I?
No, you didn't. I'm kidding. This is slander talk now. I'm kidding. No, I reached out to you. You did like help me with certain things here and there, like like tips of like what I can do.
Well, before you left with the laptop, we did the real quick basic stuff. Yeah, I just showed you real.
That's
quick,
something you showed me before, but again, you gave me a refresher on.
Or do you feel like you would need a?
I would need another one. Yeah, because again, like when we've done it on the side. We've done it quick. So.
Yes, but I was just gonna let them know so they're like in the loop.
Oh, yeah.
That initial stuff was just like the color real quick, and then the audio.
Yeah.
Just the quick basic stuff. Beyond that, it's just really creating bookends. If you want, if there's something special with the intro and the outro, if you're including pictures or anything that we reference, that all that you took home and you were making those decisions on your own.
Yes.
Did you do everything that you thought of, or did you have to like?
I feel like there was more, but again, the extent of my editing skills, I was able to put in pictures. Nice square pictures.
Nice square
pictures.
Four corners. 90 degrees.
Yeah. Oh, I added music in it too. I added some noise effects.
You did add music.
So the intro, if you liked it.
The intro was a good idea. Let me
know. But yeah, no, I feel like it's fun because I think in a previous podcast you mentioned how it's like for you it's like orchestrating or
I've called it a lot of things. I've called it finger painting.
There
I've called it it's like story crafting.
Yeah, I like the finger painting because it's like you have a canvas and then you just like
I think especially this.
So yeah, I would be down to edit more. I think that is the plan for me to jump in and edit.
That would be super helpful, like all around for everything we want to do.
That'd be cool.
If what?
Like if the audience, if they're able to tell which ones I do.
Oh, interesting.
That'd be interesting.
Oh. Okay, so at the end of the episode, like who edited this episode?
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe something interactive.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing I told you too about handing the editing off was another thing that helped me like come to terms with the anxiety was I decided to understand it as it being your turn to like talk because we're both talking here, but when we edit, like when I'm editing, that's only my voice.
Yeah, even though I give suggestions.
Yeah, like yeah,
you
don't
do all of them,
but it's still like entirely under my control.
Oh yeah,
you know, so it's still kind of like my take, my sense of humor, where I saw humor.
Yeah,
that was your turn. We should split that.
Yeah, and again, I think that was the original plan, but again, I think I was holding off from it, and I think we were both holding off from it for like the same reason, just because we weren't sure on how it was going to come out. But
I don't feel like I was holding off on it.
I feel like I was like nervous to jump on it because again,
okay, I was nervous. Actually, I did hold off on it.
See, okay,
I remember clearly like thinking, no, I want to do this one.
Yeah,
and I like ideas are specific. You can't help that your ideas are specific. But you got to hand it off to someone else eventually.
And you know, like we're still collaborating. We still got phones and pagers and all that. Get the messenger pigeons out there.
I still have my favorite old phones.
Do you really?
I have 3.
Oh.
3 old phones. Oh, there's a 4th one that I lost. I bet you it's in here somewhere. There's 4. Sorry.
They don't know what the set looks like behind the camera.
I digress.
You digress. Back to the editing. So you were nervous too.
I was nervous. I was happy with what I saw. And again, I was very happy and excited to hand it off.
Yeah.
I think you did a good job.
Thank you. I appreciate
you
that.
will edit more. Not to say, it'd be cool to get to a point where like there's someone else editing.
That'd be nice.
But that's like long term later down the line.
I feel like I'm giving that the same amount of nerves too, though, because it's like once we had someone else who's not here, then it's like, oh, are they gonna be able to like translate, our humor, our ideas?
Yeah,
like because then not like you're saying, like it's another person with their own control over it.
Yes, exactly. And what do we tell them like, hey, do whatever you want?
No. Like, I feel like maybe
like we could get like parameters like between 30 and 40 minutes. Bookends.
Yeah, but that's in the future.
Yeah, we're thinking way ahead.
That's it. But for now, it's just us.
It's just
and you
us.
guys. So
you in the comments.
Do you like how I point out the audience?
Yeah,
you guys.
Yeah, it's very like.
You guys aren't offended when I go. You guys.
No, it's very polite. Just like open palm. I am not carrying a weapon. Open palm.
You guys. No. But yeah. No. So. Yeah, no, I'm down to edit more. You will see more editing from me. Maybe you'll tell, maybe you can't tell. But I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I think putting anyone in like a role that they're not familiar with is always going to yield interesting results. So I definitely think if we, like, if you were editing again and we were pushing it a little, it would be very interesting to see like how you manage what you come up with. Yeah, not to strain you, but just to like
here's
squeeze out creative thinking.
Yeah, here's some tools.
Have fun.
F it up. I'm just kidding. No, because again, there are things I wanted to do, but I was just limited on what I knew how to do.
Yeah.
Like the one trick I will tell the audience is that you did do the gray filter in the beginning of the.
Oh yeah, that was your idea.
One thing you helped me with.
But here's how we did it though. Like you called me and said, "Hey, I want to go from black and white to full color," and I said, "Okay, cool." But then you were like,
I don't know how to do this.
But then he said like at this like minute or second, and then cut it. Don't like fade it. It was simple, like nothing crazy, but it was simple and specific enough where I do feel like that was still entirely you.
Yeah, I mean, like it was. I don't want to take like credit, like it's my idea, but like that was my idea to have that.
And that's literally all I did. We were in a pinch. It was time to upload. You just wanted the effect. I just did it really quick and we moved it forward. Otherwise, like I can tell you right now how to do it, and you can like
So
anytime else.
Later down the line, like I'll get wacky with it.
Get wacky with it. Everyone else, get wacky with it. The stuff is out there. It's approachable. I learned that DaVinci Resolve, that's an editing software, has a free version. CapCut, I think, is going to be taken away. That's free. There's a lot of free options, so just mess around and do stuff.
Free
we did stuff
like that are awesome.
Yeah, we used Windows Movie Maker back in the day, and we did fun stuff. You just want to put two clips next to each other. That's it.
That's all you do.
Yeah, it's there. It's accessible. Be creative. But yeah, so back to format. Back to format. I'm blocking my face a lot on the microphone. Formula. I bet it looks like a clown nose. No, back to format. I feel like this podcast would benefit from having like one main topic per episode.
Okay.
I mean, we'll still, like, as you like to put it, we'll have our section of banter. We'll have creator business. We'll have our tangents. We're not going to really like limit tangents. But if we come in with like, hey, we're talking about this one like event in Hollywood, or this one like special effect that I just discovered that like we can talk about that. If we can focus every episode on one like main event, we'll call it the main course.
I like that.
And then we'll just surround it with whatever comes naturally. I don't know. I'm thinking just to make thumbnails and titles a little bit more clear.
Okay.
We can get the viewership up. We've been getting most of our views from suggested. So on YouTube, am I going too fast? Am I changing topics?
No, you're fine. I think it was a cool transition.
Okay.
You kind of got me into it, so.
Yeah. No, I'm just thinking a lot about the podcast and how to grow it and how to improve it.
We got views from suggestions.
Yes, okay.
Like, go into that.
Yeah, I want to. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't like getting anyone dizzy. I'm getting myself dizzy.
All right, hold on. Quick second, everyone take a breather. It's Monday, or whatever day you're watching it, and take it easy.
And breathe.
And breathe. Don't forget to breathe.
And breathe.
All right, so views from suggestions.
Yes, views from suggestions. On YouTube, you can see where your views are coming from. They might come from the YouTube's browse feature, straight from your channel, from external sources. I don't remember everything. Or from suggested. Suggested means when your video thumbnail pops up on the side. Like if you're watching a video and it says suggested videos on the side or under, wherever it is, that's a suggested. To move from that to yours, that's a click. That's a view from a suggested source.
So is that like the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm saying like, oh, this is what people are going to click on?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I mean, I'm not, I'm focusing more on putting stuff out than I am learning all the background stuff, but I'm very sure that's all that is. It's called an impression just for it to appear on the screen at all.
Okay.
So it'll calculate a percentage, which is just like how many impressions your video has had, meaning how many times it appeared on someone's screen as a thumbnail, and then versus how many times it was clicked on. Those are just called impression clicks. So like, what percent of the total impressions were actually clicked on?
Wow.
And then those, I guess, translate into a suggested view. Anyways, that I think is where we're getting the most views when we do have like a nice little pump of views. Yeah. And I was able to make sense of it with the Halloween stuff.
Well, yeah, I'm sure that was easy, right? Because everyone's on board with Halloween.
Everyone's watching Halloween stuff, and then like the YouTube like studio app or website, it'll tell you what videos are suggesting your video, like where you're getting the most views from. And it was Halloween stuff, scenes from horror movies that would then suggest like our thing. And then it made sense with our thumbnail and our titles. But then the previous one, the 10th episode, had a nice little pump in the beginning from suggested views. But I couldn't make sense of it.
Well, again, so the idea for that one was to have the thumbnail like super simple, just put like a X on it.
Okay.
Because, you know, like 10.
Yep.
I don't know, just
that was like, your idea. Yeah,
just
he thought of the thumbnail. He like,
thumbnail and title.
Yeah, the thumbnail and title was yours as well as the editing.
So I don't know. I feel like
it worked. Whatever your thought process was brought us somewhere kind of cool.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, like
it was interesting.
Yeah. As of now, I think we just barely passed like 30 views on that video.
Woo,
but hey,
you know what? That's something. I like 30 views. Thank you. Like honestly, hey, the fact that 30 people have seen it, that's pretty cool. Like, and I have no idea who they are.
No, it's fun to see those numbers. It's weird. It's interesting. So like you can see of those views what percentage of people watched up to a certain time. Oh. There's so much to this.
Wow.
I mean, I've known it, but I just never really like
dove into it.
I just kind of put
I'm kind of jealous of how much screen you're getting.
Really? Well, I think it's just because this light is weak. Is this not tilted enough? We're gonna reveal that we have a light source back here in case you didn't know.
It's just our aura, man.
It's our aura. Or is it our aura?
Or
treat?
Light. Speaking of treats. No,
no. We're not there yet.
No, but
treats are over. We're not doing treats. That was October. But we still got to get rid of a treat. But anyways, we digress. Shoot, what were we saying now?
Wanting the clip?
Oh yeah.
That helps.
It was about just the views coming from suggested stuff. You ever talking about the podcast? So you had the idea for the thumbnail. You wanted it to be simple. Somehow it worked. I don't remember what videos are suggesting that video. I don't know how conscious I want us to be about it. I think I've mentioned in another video too that we just want to leave room to be creative.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of channels like figured it out and they're like like doing the reaction of like the like just reactive faces and like big words that say something like it's so. But part of me wants to try that, but at the same time it's like I don't want to be disingenuous to what we're doing.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
That was a lot of glitching I just did. I see where it would be helpful, and I would appreciate that helpfulness for our stuff. But you're right; it is important to me to for the stuff to feel genuine.
Yeah,
a lot of times that's why we start again from the beginning for these podcasts. Like we'll just talk for a couple minutes, and then we feel like it's not coming off as honest.
That's why there's an unaired episode 2.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
There's an episode 2, but there's a cut episode 2.
There's cut content out there.
Will we ever release that? Who knows?
We had the idea. Did we mention it here about releasing the cut stuff on a Patreon or like some crowdfunding platform?
That was a thought.
We can make that stuff available there. If we get there, when we get there, again, that's far ahead. We're just having fun experimenting. I like calling this an experiment.
Yeah.
More than calling it I guess a podcast. Do you feel accurate calling it a podcast?
Kind of. But again, I feel like it's not. I feel like it's not a conventional podcast,
right?
I feel like it's more of an unwind and check in.
Yes, I like it.
Even though we haven't been checking in that much, I feel like
this is kind of a check in.
This is definitely a check in. I'm kind of liking this.
Yeah, we're just kind of regrouping.
Yeah,
after Halloween again. We should start wrapping up the episode.
Okay.
We do have the treat. We said we were going to finish. I don't know if we're going to finish it today. We're only drinking it here on this podcast. So I don't know how many episodes old this is now. 2 episodes old, right?
That's all you got to know.
That's 2 weeks. Wait, put it in the green light.
Oh, well, okay.
You know what it is.
You know what it is.
Oh man. Okay, let's pour it away from the equipment though. I got 2 different glasses. That's my bad.
That's okay. Oh my gosh, this is more slimy now. It's more thick. So let's do 1 cup right there.
Yeah, just give me 1 cup.
That's it?
It's so much thicker than it was.
Drink straight out of the cauldron.
If we don't finish this soon, it's just gonna get us so sick. Look, it didn't even like drip all the way down. It's like, it's just. Oh my gosh, the witch's cauldron slime.
Does it look cool in the green light? Witch's cauldron slime.
Witch's cauldron slime.
The third.
All right, I'm gonna do it. Should we toast?
I liked it. Okay, let's toast it.
You liked it?
I liked it the very first time.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad. I think it's getting better. I think it's getting better. I don't know if it's getting safer, but it is. I think it's
for the views.
It's not. Is it?
Yeah. The statistics show that the audience likes when we drink this stuff. What statistics?
I just feel stubborn about it. That's all. I feel like we need to finish this. You know what it is too? We finished all the good jelly beans on the podcast. We're distracted now by snacks.
This is why
I wanted to talk about something while we try. Are we finishing this episode?
Yeah, we're gonna finish it this episode. This is the last one. Chug it. Last cup right here for you. Oh gosh.
It's not bad. I'm just not sure how much I trust it.
Yeah, there's a little bit left. But...
That's it? It's gone? Oh, we did it. I was imagining how funny it would be if we threw up and cut on that.
We should go back to Slurp Slush.
That was good.
That was good.
Oh, man. That was nuts. I'm glad we finished it, though. Well, that's done. No more cauldron slime. We finished it. Now we can say we've conquered Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember what I was going to talk about while we were doing this. Okay. December. Yes. Just real quick. Okay. We don't have to get too far into it because we're at the time that we've become comfortable with. I think to the time that's good for viewer retention, at least clicks, especially if you're new. I digress. December. I had a thought of taking a break in December.
Yeah.
You had a thought of not skits, but did we talk about it in this take?
I don't remember, but
yeah, the thought of like doing a story.
So if I already talked about it during this take, then you're off the hook. You could go. I'm just kidding. You're dismissed. I'm kidding.
Anyways, go on.
Anyway, yeah. So for December, I was thinking we could just have like a 4-part story.
Yeah.
So we'll have 4 episodes in December, and each episode will say like a part of this continuous story.
See, I was entirely convinced of like, you know what, it'd be good to take a break on December because like this would be our first December doing the show. We can like maybe even get ahead and start setting things up if we're doing like skits or anything for future episodes. We can like really nail a format, all that stuff, structure. Like I don't know. I was feeling very down to take December off, but you said that 4-part story thing. And I'm sold.
It sounds nice, right?
Sold on it.
Especially in December.
I'm ready to suffer. I'm ready to stay up all night editing again and writing. We're gonna hand off edits to you. I think we should do it.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, man.
But yeah, so stay tuned. We got things in store for you.
We got things in store. A lot of growth as a podcast, as a talk show, as what'd you call it? Hang out and check in.
Yeah, hang out and check in.
Is that what you called it?
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching episode 11. We'll see you on episode 12. You wanted to do the intro voice. You were trying to do the.
Oh, should I do the outro voice?
Yeah, I could do the outro with that same voice.
Yeah.
Because it was my turn to intro, and I tried to do like a theme park voice.
How do people
just
outro? Because you say you want to do like Waterworld, like the Universal show,
as if I was like ushering like people in.
Please exit carefully. The next showing will continue next Monday. Oh, I think I can do that better.
And what should they not forget in their seats?
Your
children.
Please pick up after yourselves, and don't litter. Please.
There's a blinking light on the camera. Do you see that?
Has it been recording?
It is recording.
Oh.
I don't know why that light's blinking.
It looks like it says low battery.
Maybe because of memory storage.
Maybe.
Okay, is that the outro?
Well, that's the outro. So thank you for watching, everybody. And please exit carefully. No trampling. Don't leave anything behind. Enjoy. See you next episode.
Enjoy.
And have a good night or morning whenever you watch it.
And now for editing, we got to sync the audio and video.
That's how you edit. No, that's how you sync it.
That's good.
Okay.